Hello, good morning. Hello, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome. Oh, shut up, fucking shut up. Hello, welcome to the channel. Fuck off. Right. It's annoying. Yeah, well, hello, welcome to the channel. Right, hey. I got up, it's been raining, I was going to go to Edinburgh, and it turns out where I was going was cancelled. So that was a good move not going there, because the actual fact, I don't think it's raining now outside, but the problem is, I thought it might get cancelled, because it was raining at the start, which obviously was bad, you know, it was pissing with rain. So, just do a quick channel update. There's not really much to go on really, but so it's really easy to keep this thing going, but I do use quite a lot of kindling, which I would say seem to be running out of actually. Oh no, I just cut a chair up yesterday out the back, so I don't use that. Yeah. I try to save money. You don't want to be buying firelighters and stuff too much. Just a wee bit. That's going well. That's going well. Oh yes. That's going well. I think it should be okay now. Seen a bit of air actually. But see what happens when you open the door just a wee bit. Yeah, this whole thing about the climate thing and everything. Oh, well. See, when you really get into it, it actually does make you angry what they're actually doing and the lies that they're telling, and the people that are believing it. You know, everything we do is based on oil. It's like, it's so ridiculous. And the climate thing, it's just, lies, you know. When you really think about it, and if you try and get all the figures, I mean, you can't get the figures into your head, but try and have an overall holistic view of what's happening. The lies that the government are putting out, it's criminal, absolutely criminal. You know, it's like, and some people believe it. You know, they're flying around in their Learjets telling us that we need to stop using log burners or driving cars. And we've got to drive electric cars, which catch fire and burn houses down. It's a different type of fire, that's the problem. It's not the fact that they catch fire any more than any other car, it's what happens when they do. Anyway, never mind that. Right, comments. Health reviews. Quite an annoying comment, I get quite a lot. So, I'm overtaking a car, a video, and this guy says, sad life you lead, get a job. I mean, I don't know what that is. Well, I do know what it is. It's arrogance. It's presumption, and just it's narcissistic. So there's this kind of, it's given. So it's advice, isn't it? Really and he's making an assessment about my life, how sad my life is. You know, my life is, it's not sad. You know, it's pretty good, but also I'm kind of, let's say that my hands are tied because I can't, it'd be inappropriate of me to answer my circumstances, you know, because it's not his business, it's not MD's business, it's my business. So I can't really retaliate, you know, say, well, I have got a job or whatever, or I don't, you know, I'm semi this, that, the other. I don't need to get a job. Like, what sort of job you think? What are you meaning? You know, his definition of a job. I've been like this for many years. Remember, my mother was like that with me. I'm talking 30 years ago. So she sort of considered, because I didn't work for a company, I didn't have a job, and it was just this notion where you had to. In fact, I mean, I did work for companies, but in between times, sometimes I didn't. And there was this notion that it wasn't, So basically, human beings are doing the best that they can, you know, and to be like that with people is really quite horrible, you know, and making judgment about people. But I suppose at the end of the day, I'm overtaking a car. It's pissed him off because of because it's elderly driver, Sunday driver. It's annoyed him, so he hates me. So there's only one thing we can do. I mean, I don't know if I'm going on about that a bit much. He's got his bairn on there. I mean, it's anonymous as well. You know, like, there's no name, so you can be nasty. And it's like, oh, get a job. Is that really nasty? Well, it is, because it's narcissistic. It's kind of like, and it's kind of putting this person, this man, probably above. So he's put his bairn on the. How thick is he? He's put his bairn on the internet. You know. So somebody like me can come and just do that. I mean, fuck, you moron. I mean, I wouldn't do that. Well, I would. I've got I put my bairns on Facebook. Yeah, so maybe I have done it. Yeah, you have to be careful with that, right? Okay. You're sharing everything with the world. So I think there's only one thing to do with this. And there's nothing even to debate about it. You know, it's just stupid. Spam. Put it as spam. So that was that. So I cleared that up, the old job thing, which I do get from time to time. I think one of the problems is a lot of people don't realise how old I am. They think I'm a lot younger than what I am. Right, okay. I do get some positive comments occasionally, right? Well, let's just go over this. I'll go down them and I'll say positive or negative, right? That one's negative, right? That one's positive. That one's positive. That one's positive. That's negative. It's positive. He's pointing out my spelling was wrong. Ingliston. I spelled it Ingliston wrong. So I need to change that. This is negative. It turns negative anyway. Yeah, it's negative, that one. Don't know what Michael Scott means. Is that the owner of a Chrysler Sebring? I don't know. Maybe I should listen to it. Sometimes there's things that I say, or maybe in the background, that I don't. As soon as the video starts, you play that. I suppose that's negative. It's positive, positive, negative. Worst video on the internet. Well done, I would say, would be negative. You sound like a lovely woman, Lucinda. I think he's maybe taking the piss, but it's positive. I don't mind a bit of fun. I can have people taking the piss out of me. I don't mind too much. Why is he that it seems to be driving on me? Right, that's negative. And that goes on to. I actually land up dumping this guy's comments. New channel. 540. I dump his comments now because he's had his day. He got his, and he kept going. He kept going. Is what happened. Like you put your point across, I retaliate with my point, and he comes back with the same point again. So that's positive. I'm terribly confused, right? So I answer by saying, "Oh well," I don't know what he's talking about. It's usually. What's the video? Hetty the Hoover. It's usually people are usually up to no good when they're saying that shit. I'm terribly confused. It's like I've still got that Hoover actually. Or did I get another one? Yeah, I think I've still got that one. Or I sold one of them, but actually a really handy Hoover. I've got a bit of a fetish for Hoovers, in that I seem to. I've got a lot of Hoovers, and guess what? I hardly ever Hoover. I've got like 8 Hoovers in this house, and I don't Hoover. I never fucking Hoover. I hate hoovering. So what is it? What is the thing with the Hoovers like? Right, Okay, well, I've lost the plot now. The Hetty Hoover. I'm terribly confused. Sometimes we'll get somebody going on that about me. It's a bit rude, really. It's like, don't, if you've got something to ask it, and do it in a polite way. And if you can't do that, then don't ask. Like, if it's something, and when you're writing it, if I'm writing something, if it doesn't seem right to me, then I cancel it and delete it. I don't send it. You've got to have a little bit of empathy, or not empathy, but emotional intelligence. Is it appropriate to ask somebody a specific question? Is it relevant? It's outdated. Well, that was. I don't understand that. Who cares? Red never changes. Right. That's positive. That's negative. See, people are not listening to me, right? And nobody ever disproves what I'm saying. Is that the 20 miles per hour limits in Scotland have not been implemented lawfully? In that depends your definition of lawfully, but in that they have not been done through planning process. That's why Ian Livingston said they will not be prosecuting anyone from going between 20 and 30 miles per hour. I found that quite easily in the internet a few months ago, but I can't find it now. So I think they've hidden it somewhere. It was a media interview or something like that, and so you've got to ask yourself why would it introduce 20 miles per hour limits and then not prosecute people for breaking them? It's because they can't prosecute you. And there's people, so I'll say that, and if this guy thinks that I'm wrong, please come up and show me how I'm wrong. Give me the evidence that shows that I'm wrong. And they don't. You don't hear from them again because they're full of shit. They are full of shit. So the bottom line is, you do not. This is what I went off with Hubnut. This is why I hate Hubnut, right? That fucking bearded little twat down in Wales, right? Well, he's English, but he lives in Wales. Because he did a video about it and everything. And he was constantly, 20 miles per hour limits in Wales. He was concentrating on one thing, which is the stupid thing. When you're looking at something, you've got to look at all aspects of it. It's called multivariate analysis. So all he did was looked at what would happen if you got hit by a car, a pedestrian, doing 20 miles per hour or 30. And what he's demonstrating there is he's a fanny, because he's not being a man or being an adult or being a human being and saying, right, we need to travel around here. You need to get your children off the road, and there is an element of danger and risk with life. And it's very sad when people get run over, but we have to have a compromise between getting on with life and people dying, right? And that's been like that for a long time, and the reality of life is like that, right? So if you can't sort of like make everything so safe that, so you stay in your house. You really need to think about this. I know somebody years ago who there was a storm, she stayed in her house at Queen's Ferry, South Queen's Ferry, and the tiles blew off her house and landed on top of her car. I know it's not the best parable in the world, but I think you get the picture. There is an element of risk in life. So what Hubnut did was he just concentrated on that. And I've never watched any of his videos since. I don't like the guy because I believe he's ready. He's not in with the people, if you like. But a lot of people are like that. They look after themselves, and it's an imposition for governments to. And in Wales, it is actually a law in Wales because they did it through the Parliament. But it's an imposition on the people to bring out laws that are not real laws. They're not right. And look what happens in London with the cameras. They're cutting them all down. Quite right. Get on with it because they're wrong. So, you need to stand up and be counted. Stand up for your fellow human beings, And that's what annoys me. So I'm rabbiting on about that. Positive. Wow, you've got thousands of BMWs. That's amazing. You don't get how much, do you? That's negative. You need to have you'll be able to drive one day. I already am there. I'm not really dithering. Oh, listen to this FUD. Through it's certainly annoying to be held back when you want to go faster. Because in wet road, cloud and load, light levels, wipers working on some rain or speed. Everyone wants to travel at the speed limit in these conditions. These are those who would say that that's their right. Also, there are those who slow down that they feel they're being told just how close. I wasn't close, so fuck off with that shit. And it was nothing to do with it. They didn't even know I was behind them. This video. So that's bollocks. So get lost, Peter. Go and fucking bog off. So that's it. You need to rethink what you invest your emotions in. No, you can't don't give people advice. It's not your business. Seth Mawson. It's not your business to give me advice what I'm doing with my emotions. Alright? It's highly inappropriate. FUD. Seth Mawson. So you think you can sit there and just tell me what's supposed, what I'm supposed to think about, not what you think about. I'm supposed to think what you think. Arsehole. Right, I've had enough. Well, I was trying to show you the Audi guy actually. Let's see if we can find the Audi guy, then we'll go. Well, don't. I'm not saying this right, but it's something along the lines of don't cast pearl over swine. And what it means is Jesus said, don't waste your time with an audience that's not receptive. Not everyone drives like Colin McRae. And that's an appropriate thing to say. He's fucking dead. Any brains? I shut him up as well at John Willens. His comments are getting bunged in the bin. Because he was kept going on and on and on and sticking to the same story, that guy, I think he's got Asperger's, definitely. Oh, absolutely, definitely. You watched the video and look what I got. Look at that. Look at that. Eh? Jesus, fuck, is there any need for that? Well, it was quite nice of him actually, and he was reasonably pleasant, although he was quite critical. I do get some sensible people like this Goldwing too. It's a clear day, not raining, blah blah blah. Sensible, they're not all BAMs that come on here. The Audi, I can't find it. Where's it gone? It's funny, some of the videos I put on I think I'm going to get a load of grief for, right? And I don't. And then I put some on that I get grief for when I don't think that I'm going to get grief. I can't freaking find it. Right. The Audi. Never mind. We'll get it next time. Where the hell is it? I can't find it. But it's basically about the slip road. The slip road in Ingliston. He was trying to say it was a dual carriageway. So he's doubling down on it. He reckons it's a dual carriageway. I mean, I don't know. I don't think a slip road is a dual carriageway. Does anybody think a slip road is a dual carriageway? I don't think so. So he's saying that basically what he's saying was I was driving too slow, blah blah blah. But it's not true. I was doing the speed limit, and there was a car in front of me anyway. Anyway, it's all I'm not bothered about it that much, but you have to stick to facts. I don't think a slip road is a dual carriageway, right? So it's a 2-lane road. Does that make it a dual carriageway? Well, dual, maybe it is. But the thing with the slip road at Ingliston and most slip roads is that if you're going to be turning right, you go into the right lane. If you're going to be going straight on or left in that particular slip road at Ingliston, you go in the left lane. So he's saying that slow people go in one lane and fast people go in another lane, which is wrong. And it's like, if you're going to be turning right, you would go to the right lane. I mean, I think most people know that, don't they? You know, so that's the highest video there, and he's doubling down on it. That so basically the car undertook my car and another car, and he was definitely breaking the speed limit. I mean, I'm not bothered that much. It was just an interesting video, that was all. You know, but for me to be on the left lane, and then the guy that undertook us, myself in the car in front, then went in the right lane because they were turning right. So he's talking a lot of shit. So that's don't cast peril over swine was the point. So I've posted that back to him. So the next message I get from him will get chucked in the recycling bin. So it's just fucking annoying that I can't find it. It's about there it is. There it's right. There we go. There's the right. So it's sarcasm and you know. Right, so this guy. It's a dual carriageway lane roommate. T is driving normal speed, not like you yourself, Miss Daisy. Does this make you the loony one then, or just a bit mad? The slip road is a dual carriageway. If it's a dual carriageway, it's not a dual carriageway. Well, maybe I'm wrong with that. You know, does anybody think that slip road's a dual carriageway? Dual carriageway. Dual. So it's two. Two's dual. Maybe it's still a dual carriageway. Maybe I'm wrong, yeah. Slip road. But it's still a slip road, isn't it? Because it's coming off the dual carriageway. You know. Let's have a look at it. Let's have a look at the video. This is taking too long, by the way. Sorry. So there's it there. Wow! I knew that Audi was a bit of a loony. I just could tell. I seen it earlier. So the Audi, it goes over. It just seemed a bit mad. Goes over on the right lane. Anyway, that road. Obviously, I'm in that lane because I'm turning right when I get round the roundabout. I'm going right to the park and ride. I knew that Audi was a bit of a loony. I just could tell. So I would say, if you were going straight on in the airport, you'd be in the inside lane, wouldn't you? Or whatever. But anyway, right. So. So it's slip road. You are around 2. What's that mean? You are around 2. What? Yes, a second roundabout before you hit any slip road. Yeah, you are around 2. What does that mean? You are around 2. Yes, a second roundabout before you hit any slip road. Yes. That doesn't make sense. Does that make sense to anyone? The second roundabout before you hit any slip road. Leading to the roundabout. Well, what slip road are we talking about? It's a short video. You know, it's not. There's only one slip road in that video. Slip road, then leading to the roundabout. Then you'll be wrong again. That road is Joe Road leaving Edinburgh Airport. 2 lanes on approach. 1 lane for normal drivers usually. So they're pointing out that wow, this mad man flying down there, like I said, Miss Daisy drivers. I mean, I don't want to. Again, it's a bit like me trying to disprove the job thing, or that I don't, you know, that I'm a peasant or I can't afford anything, can't afford a BMW. I just says to them, do not waste good things on people who will not appreciate them. This proverb is adapted from a saying of Jesus from the Gospels, cast not pearls before swine. Jesus appears to be warning his disciples to preach only before receptive audiences. So, you know, I'm certainly getting a lot of people who are not receptive audiences, and that's because I'm doing dashcam footage, and I've known that since I started doing that years ago, that it causes anger. It just does. I don't know how, but it does. Right, so I'm not going today. So let's get going. Let's go and see how the fire is. Oh, it's still going. Oh yeah. How's it going? Oh, that looks good, doesn't it? Right, so I hope you enjoyed this video. So I'm going to wait to do some work outside, and then head off into Edinburgh tonight for tomorrow, and I've still want to go up to the Keir roundabout. There's a memorial up there for the SAS guy, David Stirling, just up a bit from the Keir roundabout. I want to go and look at that as well. That'll probably happen on Tuesday. Thanks for watching. Bye! I've got the voice activated. End video now! Here's the key, here's the